we, if you look at your screen, you're going to see all of the mainline Assassin's Creeds, except for Chronicle and the one that was on the PSP and Freedom Cry and
So all
any
the
mobile
spin-offs,
ones, because
all
fuck
the
that.
spin-offs.
Yeah, all the ones that are worthy of being called an Assassin's Creed.
Right.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because of Assassin's Creed Shadows, a lot of people were confused on where it would rank amongst all of the other Assassin's Creeds. It may be higher, maybe lower, but we're gonna argue about that. So this is where we would put them.
Yes, we're gonna argue.
We're gonna rate all of these based off of a handful of categories. We're gonna base it off of the strength of its protagonist, the setting it's in, the gameplay features that were in it, and then just overall fun factor, which encapsulates story, cool stuff, all that. Multiplayer, only like 2 of them had it, so we'll leave that alone. But that's what we're basing it off of. We're gonna try to keep this in order. Whenever, like if you look at the screen, they're in a jumbled ass order. I'll try to do them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we agree before we start that the benchmark for the best protagonist was Ezio?
Yes. I'll agree with that.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
He's the curve.
100%.
Ezio
Yeah.
is the curve.
Yes.
Best based on what?
Uh-oh.
Just
Because he is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whew,
Well,
Sure.
no, just because when you were talking about it, you were talking about like character, like I guess power level,
just
or strength.
no. The strength of the like character, meaning like
How well they
how
were written.
good he was woven into how well he was written, like just overall coolness, like character design, character story. You can throw like voice acting into it if you want. Just like how good of a character he really was.
Okay.
Okay.
And
So-
how iconic that character
Yeah.
was in the series
Because-
overall.
Because Ezio got 3 games. Don't get
He
it
did
twisted.
get 3
And
games.
not only that,
Yes.
when you think of Assassin's Creed, you still think of Ezio. Even though Altair is like the
Ezio
beginning of the
Auditore.
story,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't think Altair when you think Assassin's Creed. You think Ezio.
100%. So I guess Ezio is the benchmark for character.
Agreed.
Period. Cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to establish that early. All right, let's start. Assassin's Creed 1. I guess we'll just go
Gee.
category for category. As far as a character goes, yeah, Altair was your stereotypical, like, doesn't talk a lot, here to complete a mission, not a lot of personality injected assassin.
What I remember about him was that he was a pretty cookie cutter protagonist in the way of like, I'm
Yeah.
the best there is as an assassin. I follow the rules kinda if I feel like it. Just follow my lead. I'll get us through this. And then like that cockiness and arrogance kind of costs like, what is that place called? Malsayev is the temple that he's in. So then his grandmaster, like you get knocked back down to like level 1 novice rank, and that's where you start as the player and make your way through the story and work your way back up. And he like learns humility and being humble.
Yeah, he
throughout that
relearns
story.
the creed.
Yeah, so it's a cookie cutter kind of like redemption story in number
It's
1.
lazy. It was lazy.
Yeah, it was 2007.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. It
Different
was
time.
2007. I'm not gonna lie. You're right. But it was still lazy storytelling. Let's be honest. Like because
I don't think he's the worst one on this list, though.
He's not.
Like,
No,
we
I don't
can't
think he
doom
is,
him
but
down to D tier. But
I think
like,
Assassin's
no.
Creed 1 was definitely like
I mean,
there
you
was
have
more
to
of
think
a
about
focus on that what that game did as far as gameplay goes, and that the main character and his relationships and shit took a backseat because it was more like you're an assassin and you kill people. Do that. Nobody really cared what the character was.
I mean, he had a little bit of an awakening towards the end where he started to question, like, the why of it all. And then, like, he figured out that, like, the assassins were, like, corrupt in some way. But that was, like, the last 10 minutes. But,
And
like,
they sowed the seeds of the pieces of Eden, and they sowed the seeds of like, because like at the end you have that weird like segment with Desmond where there's like blood all over the place from the subject that was there before, and he had like carved glyphs and shit.
Yeah.
I think that's why Ezio got 3 games and why he's more popular, because they sowed it at the very end of 1, and then over the next 3 games with Ezio, completely just went off the just out of the park with artifact explanation and issue explanation and Ezio getting like character development, and then Altair getting more character development retroactively in Ezio's games.
Well, we have to base it based off of what was in the original game, though, because we're rating the game as a whole.
Yeah.
So he's not the strongest, he's not the worst. I say, like, main character-wise, I'd give him a C. Like, it's passable, but he's there to impart the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think he's a C main character.
You can argue up or down if you want, but I think a C is fair for what Altair was there to do.
I think a B would be fair because he's still the template. He starts it.
I'll hear a B. All right, so here's how we'll do this. C plus.
C plus.
We create a new category.
You also got to realize that the first few games, depending, like, were all about stealth. It was a stealth game. It was about being an assassin, like you said. It was like that whole thing. And then the last few games was really about being like role playing. So you have to think about it like that. So if that first game was about being stealth and about stealthiness and like being all that gameplay, you can't really hold weight for Altair for the role playing aspect of it because they didn't put any weight on the role playing aspect of the game in general. So I think a B is fair, just based off of that.
Yeah, because even when they first made the game, they were saying like he was an edgier, like Prince of Persia at the time.
Really.
And it wasn't about the role play. Like it is now. Like the role play is what it's about now, but not it wasn't back then.
It was an action game. It was an action game. It was a stealth action game.
Right.
I'll go with B.
So B's fine. As far as like the other categories, gameplay wise,
there's that like
it was I.
High B. I think it's a high B for me. For the time,
for the time,
it was different. It was fresh.
It was different. Yes. Yeah.
Well, I like because it's kind of like the point the town has just made as far as like the template for what future games could do or were based on. I like that because I think Shadows did it. Combat in that game was much more difficult than it was going forward. I think Revelations picked back up on the difficulty, but you had like those random Templars that were walking around that would kick the shit out of you.
Oh my god!
Oh yeah!
Like there was because you would level up and you'd get more gear and you'd get more like health as you like became more synchronized with the character, but it was still pretty much entirely skill expression. Like enemies were the same attacks and the same timing. Some would have more moves or whatever, but it was more down to like how good are you getting at the game more so than your character is just stronger now. Say like in Odyssey, like you're leveling up to like level 50 and now you can do this crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did like that as far as like combat and gameplay goes.
Yeah, combat gameplay features wise, I think I'd give it a B.
Yeah.
For what it was, because like it had a little bit of like actual like sword combat too. It was challenging. The stealth parts of it were also really good because you got to blend in with like the monks and stuff during the Crusades and stuff. Yeah, because some of these don't even have all of the Assassin's Creed features that Assassin's Creed 1 had, because like some of these, like the eagle vision is different. You can't blend in with the crowd.
Right.
They all have the leap of faith thing, but like
they
all have this version of it.
A version of it, yeah.
I would want to put Assassin's Creed 1 in the A category just for those reasons, like I said. For the things that it did that other games got away from, that weren't necessarily good things to get away from, and the fact that maybe it's a nostalgia factor for me too, but it was, when it came out, was kind of like the first game that did any of these kinds of things, you know, like that focus on the stealth gameplay, and then you also had that like sword on sword combat, and then if you had like an army of 50 people chasing after you killed your target, and like ducking into alleys and having your like last known position, like the little ghost image pop up, trying to like hide and free climbing and running away and stuff. So I think the gameplay in that game was extremely solid, that they focused more on that. So I would think it would be an A for me.
I can see an A. Terry, do you know you're muted? Okay, cool.
He's like, I'm chewing. Hush.
I was just wondering.
Look, I'm chewing. Hush. You don't see me chewing?
That's fine. I just did. Listen, so I eat my chili spice mango and everybody goes crazy about it.
It wasn't that you was eating it, was like you was sneaking it.
Yeah,
Like,
it was the face you made. Because
exactly.
everybody was
trying
looking
to
at
be a
you.
professional.
Yeah, I didn't want to be all in y'all ears smacking it down like that.
Okay, I figured out it was okay to eat. Fine. Okay. So is everybody in agreement? A for gameplay and features.
Huh.
I didn't like it really, the first one, and that's when I stopped ever playing them ever again.
What would you give
Wow.
it? What would you give it?
God damn.
The first one, because that was the only one I ever tried, and I'm gonna go ahead. There's no F up there.
Oh my God. God damn, dog. Okay, okay. Teddy's like,
it.
I'll take
So
it.
how do you really feel?
Okay, I don't
Strongly.
fuck with that shit. All right.
Okay, what happened? What
At the
happened?
time, I didn't like sneaking around and shit. I don't like the whole sneaking.
Chicken nuggies. Okay, there weren't any guns.
No.
There wasn't a grizzled white guy with a beard. It's chicken
It
nuggies.
wasn't
Let's leave Sam out of this.
Right? It wasn't
I feel like something happened though. I feel like
No, you're just been sitting there like.
You would like the ground that y'all don't know. If it ain't fantasy, if it ain't
doing it.
sci-fi,
He ain't doing it.
if it ain't
if
Magic
it's not
and shit.
vampires or monsters or
You
werewolves
didn't play
or
Cyberpunk.
witches
What are
or
you talking about?
any of that shit.
I did too. I bought it. All
You
of
didn't
it.
finish it. You
Okay,
did
that's
the
true.
intro and then
Okay,
turned it off.
No, I didn't turn it off. Something else came out, and I got obsessed with it. I still got
okay,
it though.
but I feel like we're not getting the whole story. I feel like something happened.
No,
With
nothing.
the cat.
Yeah,
This feels personal.
It is personal. I picked it up.
Okay.
I wasted my fucking money, and I was mad. Punk ass
Jesus
mad.
Christ.
All right,
Punk-ass
fine.
game.
Okay.
Does everyone else agree
He looked
that
cool
it
on the
was a
cover.
bad?
Look, with the F and the A, that makes a B.
That definitely makes
Okay.
it a B.
Well, let's get into the third and kind of final category. So we talked about the strength of the main character. We talked about the gameplay and the features. Now let's talk about the story,
Now that
which is going to be the most subjective part of this.
I didn't like the
I
story.
thought the story was serviceable. I thought it was.
It was
I thought
okay.
It was good.
I wasn't upset
It was
about
okay.
it. It was okay.
I thought
Any
it served.
game that has the out of animus parts in it
Mm,
really gets a bump for me because that's what kept the mystery alive.
right.
Yeah.
So those out of animus segments were doing a lot of heavy lifting in that first
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't give it an A, but a B seems fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's like we talked because it's looking at the game in hindsight now that we know more about the overarching story of the Assassins and Templars and stuff now, like things that we didn't know then when we were playing through it, like how it had, like you said, sowed the seeds of mystery
Right.
with the conflict as playing as Altair and then as playing as Desmond and trying to figure out what these people are going after. Like what, I can't even remember the name of the company that made the Animus.
Sturgo.
Abstergo?
Abstergo, that's it. Abstergo. So yeah,
I liked all that. I liked all
how
that
it had
too.
sowed the seeds and kind of laid the foundation for what we now have today as far as the story goes. Yeah, I think the story. But I mean, again, when we talked about the cookie cutter protagonist, it was, as far as playing as Altair, it was very there's the bad guy, like Robert de Sable or whatever, and that's it.
I
It's
don't know if this is
us
wrong.
versus them.
that was really
Damn, he's got a point though.
damn.
So
People keep asking me if I'm back. And
If-
know what?
I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I'm back.
Maybe I'm back.
I think
might
if that
be
game,
back.
I think if that game didn't have the out of animus segments though, it would have been D for story.
Yeah.
It'd just been you kill shit kind of game.
Well, I think it's a B. What are you guys feeling? Letter grade
I
wise.
think it's still a B.
Hey,
B.
B sounds
I
fine.
like B,
B feels strong.
when they connect oh boy,
especially for the first game. Yeah.
I just didn't understand. I like the part
Like
where they
me.
talk about your blood sample was connected to another dude. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
see, I was like, oh, I'm in this. Okay, and then after a while, I'm like, what the fuck are we sneaking? You ain't even real. So I just got
Because
mad.
Hey, why we
you have to
sneaking?
synchronize with the mem. Oh my god.
Man, fuck all that. If it's just a memory, I'm not
I need to
sneaking around.
Like, I need to shoot you in the face now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
During
I
the
don't.
Crusades? During the Crusades?
I really just
Fine, I'm
wanted.
gonna stab you in the face.
That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to sneak. I just don't like. That's what I almost didn't like. That made you sneak around too. I know that's not what you're talking about. Solid Snake. Metal
If
Gear
it doesn't
Solid.
have,
Metal Gear
if it
Solid?
doesn't
Metal
have
Gear
Doritos,
You mean no?
Yeah.
He's talking about
Splinter
Splinter
Cell.
Cell.
No, Metal Gear Solid is what I was talking about. Sorry.
Okay, my bad.
I did like that one, but because it was.
hold the fuck up. No.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we
So
go.
you're telling me
Crash out.
that
Crash out,
Metal
Clark.
Gear Solid has a more understandable and trackable story than Assassin's Creed? I would ask you what you're smoking, but I'm already fully aware of what it is. Yo,
Well.
like
I did like-
Metal
I thought I
Gear
was gonna be in
Solid's
trouble.
plot
Okay, let me
is
see.
straight fucking spaghetti brain shit. It's all over the goddamn place, dude.
But I knew what's going on. I
Coach,
kind of liked it. I
my
liked it.
boy.
I'm sorry. I liked it. Fuck Assassin's Creed.
Shit.
Fine, fair, whatever. Assassin's Creed on
Whatever.
average gets a B. Assassin's Creed 1 gets a B. It's a B
Goddamn.
average. It gets a B. Now Assassin's Creed 2.
How about this conversation?
Well, we already know main character is the graded curve, so that's S all the way. Fucking Ezio Auditore, incredible, great character. Gameplay wise, I want to give it an S. I kind of want to give it an S. He had the most utility when it came to weapons. The Da Vinci parts where you got like the flying machines was
Yeah.
cool. The smoke bombs.
Yep.
I
It's gonna be
don't-
S. It's not. There's nothing you can say to me about Assassin's Creed 2 that could make me put it anything below an S, because the story was like the
The
story,
armor variations too.
everything.
Yeah,
everything.
it was a sequel in like all the best ways. It took
Yeah,
everything that the first
the
one
story
had.
was memorable.
And
made
it
it better.
improved on
Characters.
everything.
Everything.
You had two fucking hidden blades. You could take two motherfuckers out at the same
Yep.
time.
Yep.
Bruh.
And on top of
They're
all
bad
that,
with
it was
two.
the Assassin's Creed 2 made Assassin's Creed locked into everyone's freaking like, I'm gonna get it if it comes out again.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
Yeah, it turned it into a household name.
Yes.
Even like the out of animus parts in this one, I
Were
felt
better.
were just super
Even better.
strong.
They were
Yeah.
even better
Because then,
you
like,
could
you start to
free-run and
figure
shit.
out like the animus has been causing like the memory bleed,
Mhm.
and then like you're not one of the only people that's been experimented on. There's been a bunch of other ones. Like Assassin's Creed 2, goated. It is.
Nobody can tell
Absolutely
me
goated.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Absolutely goated.
Story wise, S.
Yeah.
It's an S. Everything about
It's
it.
an S.
Everything
Yeah,
about
man.
it.
Go
Story
ahead,
S. Characters S.
S tier.
Setting S. Like what do you? What? We don't have to argue about this one. This is just put it up there. And
Yo, I
listen.
will say though,
She said-
the
she said
one
don't
thing,
do that.
the one thing that game had, and they all have it, and it's the thing that pisses me off the most, is when you're climbing a wall because of the fucking canals in fucking Italy. You're climbing a
yeah.
wall and you're pressing A to go up, and your character just jumps off the fucking wall and dives into the fucking water.
Yeah.
10 minutes of my fucking life wasted trying to climb this
Yep.
goddamn building.
That's fair.
So
That's
my
fair.
God.
if I
That's a
critique
fair
anything,
critique.
it's that. Yeah, it's that shit.
You want to see me piss this guy off?
Check this shit out.
I feel
Pulled
like
out a
game
very
developers.
memory with that one.
I feel like
Yeah.
game developers sit around and they're like, okay, this game is really, really good. There's really no mistakes. What can we do to piss off our gamers?
No, I feel like-
Just
I feel
randomly.
like now with the Assassin's Creeds, like the director comes in, they're just like talking about the parkour and the climbing and shit, and the director's like, wait a minute. Make him jump off that wall though. What if we just did
Every single time.
Put that in.
Hey, you see that? Hey, you see that bush over there? You can't move through that. You're just
No,
gonna
no, no.
walk on it for a couple.
What if that was
minutes.
a
It's fine.
wall? What if
What if that
Oh,
bush
wait.
was a wall?
Now we jump off the wall, but let's wait until like, he spent like 5 minutes climbing that bitch. Like, he's at 4 minutes and 30 seconds climbing it. Let him push A. Watch what happens.
All right,
Okay?
let him
You're up
let him
3/4
jump.
of the wall. Yeah, let's let you fall. Right?
Let him
Like,
press
you gonna
A
fall.
like he's going to do a leap of faith, and his character's going to jump in the other direction and
Exactly.
die. And then he's got to
Die.
reclimb that
That
tower.
You had to find like the sweet spot, like directly like in line with the hay bale.
Yeah.
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 If not, like you could tell just off the jump, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. Like, fuck.
Every time you're taking your life into your hands when you go to do a fucking synchronization point.
Hey, leap of faith.
Hey, maybe I don't.
It's
Yeah,
in- it's in
maybe I don't make it down this time.
It's on the price on the
It
camera.
says-
The price
It's
is
in
on
the
the
name.
can, though.
It's in the name. It says faith.
Oh, Clark,
Yes.
have you jumped off of anything with Yasuke yet?
God, yes, I have.
Oh
I
my
have
god.
not. I have not.
We'll get to shadows. We'll get to shadows.
Don't
I
worry.
have not.
Oh, brother. Yep. He ain't an assassin. Brother.
Yeah. He's not.
That is a samurai.
Yeah. Full on samurai. Like, first of all, shadows. I'm like, someone who took the barbarians out of D&D and put him in shadows, because that's what he is. He's a full-on barbarian. I'm
He's
like,
a
that's,
he's a walking tank.
He's a
he's
tank.
just a tank. He's a tank. That's it.
Nobody's
I'm like,
killing him.
I'm like, this is not an assassin. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Will we?
We'll get
Yeah.
there.
yeah, you about to get me mad.
Brotherhood,
Brotherhood.
not as good as 2.
All right. So here's
Basically,
where
Well,
here's where we're
This
gonna
is
have a
where
little bit of
everything else is
controversy.
going to
True.
get compared to
It's
2.
still Ezio,
Brotherhood is
but-
that's DLC.
but
Listen,
not S tier Ezio.
listen.
No.
If we're gonna talk about Brotherhood, I gotta throw this out there, and y'all are gonna disagree with me. This is my favorite game out of any Assassin's Creed that has ever been made.
I agree.
Brotherhood was my
I agree.
fucking
I want to
favorite.
throw up.
purpose.
Brotherhood
want
was
to
my
throw up.
fucking favorite. On purpose,
you
it was my
serious?
favorite. Listen,
Tell 'em
here's
about
why.
it, cuz.
Because when I
Wow.
first played it, I was like, "This is fucking trash. I hate this so much." Right?
Okay.
But then I gave it another
Wow.
chance. And yes, it is kind of a DLC because I feel like there's not, as far as lengthwise, it's not as long as like Assassin's Creed 2 was.
No,
It probably
no.
could have been a DLC instead of a full title, like full price title. But introducing, you have assassins that you can recruit, and then you can send those assassins on like little missions to get better. And you can have like one assassin that's really strong, so you can get a new recruit to just go with this one really strong assassin, and they got it. The one guy's got it on his own, and the new recruit just gets experience. Then you just have this league of fucking assassins that are fucking everywhere. Like, dude, I will never forget running on a rooftop because I'm chasing down a guy and he's on the street below me, and I'm like trying to get into range of assassination, and then there's a dude with a musket on the roof across from me, and he's like taking aim about to shoot me, so I'm like fucking hit the little assassin button, and then just watching one of my little shadows jump out of the fucking little garden thing behind him and just fucking take his ass out, and I just keep moving. Like having a fucking army in the shadows whenever
good.
you needed
That part
it.
was good.
I agree.
So
I
it was
agree.
like Assassin's
Those
Creed
clips.
2, but now you got
So-
buddies that you can use in different ways. It had everything Assassin's Creed 2 did, aside from story, but it was the same gameplay as Assassin's Creed 2, but now you got bodyguards. Now you got other assassins.
Let's tackle the first category, which is strength of its protagonist, right? It's A tier Ezio. He's still Ezio,
He's still
but
Ezio.
it's a step down. So we can agree A tier Ezio.
Why is it a step down?
Because Ezio was a lot more of a stronger protagonist in the first one because you get to see his growth into an assassin. And you get to see him kind of like make the mistakes. And you get to see him still have that kind of like swagger about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like Ezio had the charisma bar raised to the maximum in like Assassin's Creed 2. In Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you see a lot more of a older, more mature, more refined Ezio, but like the charisma has come down with the serious nature of it because like this is Ezio the leader. This isn't Ezio like the Lone Ranger in a way.
Yeah,
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
like he's just become master assassin.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's now
It's
in
literally-
charge
it was-
of other assassins.
For me, it was like they took the beginning of Assassin's Creed 1 and put it on Ezio. Like it was like when Altair was like, "I am the master," and then he got dropped back down, whatever. That's what they felt like. This like, okay, he is now the master of his craft in the world, and it's like, yeah, but now his story's bullshit. So like I don't like it.
I think I could see, that it was he had growth and development in 1, and then 2 he was more of a static protagonist.
Yeah.
I mean, because I can't even remember. Was Brotherhood had the that was the one with the Pope, right? Like that was like
Yeah,
the
he punched
Borgia?
the Pope in the face.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, he
Cesare
punched
Borgia
Pope in
and
the
shit.
face.
That was the main antagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, the story was still good because it still
wasn't a
it still
bad
continued.
story.
It still continued. It wasn't just
If
like
I try to
static
think
side
about
missions.
Brotherhood, I think about 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the story of Brotherhood because I just keep remembering things that happened in 2.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I
Well, yeah.
Yeah. A DLC
And also,
masquerading as a game.
the thing about Brotherhood also is that it wasn't memorable because I'm struggling to think about that game. Even though I played it multiple times, I'm struggling to think about what was memorable about it, and I'm having a hard time right now. Thinking
and with 2, I can think of like major
Yeah.
stuff that happened. Like when you're playing as Ezio and you figure out that like they killed your family and then you're running away.
right.
When he accidentally slices his fucking finger off using the hidden blade. When he first meets Da Vinci. When he does the masquerade mission for the festival in 2. Like that's all 2. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I feel like it's not an S. It's not an S for me for Brotherhood. I feel like it's in the A or B category for me.
Grown up Ezio, I'll give him. Now that I'm talking about it, I kind of want to bump him down to a fucking B.
Yeah, I feel like he's a B. I mean, compared to the Ezio before, it feels like a shadow of the person. Like I know it's not real. I got that, but it feels like the shadow of like it's just like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like I said, I can't remember much about. Even though I played it a bunch of times, I don't remember much about it. So it's very much the shadow of the original character, and it's like I don't want to play this.
So-
like I played it. That's it. That was it.
I will agree that gameplay features wise, I can be negotiated up to an S, but it's an A for me because it's a lot of the same, but he just got new toys,
Right.
which was cool. The assassins that you can hire is a really good feature, which is why I will understand an S, but it's an A for me.
I think it's an A or a B.
I know Chance is going to argue S all the way.
Yeah. Hey man, we can just be wrong. You know what I mean? It's totally fine.
I mean,
Everybody
this
can
is
have their
also-
wrong
this is
opinions
subjective,
about this
so-
game.
No, this is meant to be argued. Like you can, I'll hear an S, but like to me, it's an A. What do you?
For me, combat is like it's Assassin's Creed 2. Like if you're giving an S to the combat and gameplay of Assassin's Creed 2, then you by definition have to give an S to Assassin's Creed Brotherhood because it is the same, just with more. With the
That's fair.
assassins
But
added to
I
it.
think we gave an S to Assassin's Creed 2 specifically, not just for the combat, but also the story was memorable. Everything about it was
Yeah.
playable. I
think we gave
the
it-
characters are good. Whereas Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, yes, the game, like look, the battle, the combat was great, but at the end of the day, I felt less like Ezio. It felt like the story wasn't that great, except for like punching the Pope in the face. Like
That's why we
Like
that's
that
why we
Borgia.
separated it. We
You know,
separated
so-
it into the 3 categories though, because
Yeah,
like
so-
main character alone, we're kind of in agreement that adult Ezio is like an A or a B. The gameplay wise, it is a lot of the same, but we gave 2 S tier gameplay because of the jump from 1 to 2.
yeah.
The jump from 2 to Brotherhood isn't as big of a jump, but it's still an improvement on a really good formula when it comes to the gameplay. So we want to meet in the middle and call it an A, or
I think
do we
call
feel
it
strongly
A.
about an S?
Nah, I feel
Tiff,
like.
what do you think?
Hey, Chance, I
Okay.
got you. Chance, I got you. I said that shit is a fucking S, bro. You see the shadow nigga could pop out and stab that boy in the neck? How many people got shadow people, cuz? Fuck you mean? Talking about some, I think it's A. S, bro.
It's an A. I
No,
mean, it's
fantastic
not an
ass, bro.
engages. Nah, bro, it's not an A.
how
Even
it's not
with your
engaged
support, he's still outvoted. King, what do you think?
King, what ain't
Because
that
you'll be the
ass, bro?
tiebreaker. Well,
Bro, I got some cat treats.
I already look.
King and
look.
Towns. I need King and Towns to break this tie right now because it's pretty close. King and Towns, I need some input here.
Even though Brotherhood is basically a DLC masquerading as a full game, it's still more what we loved from 2.
So that's A, right? I mean S, right?
It's S.
Get in there, boy! Hey, pound town.
Nah.
All right,
Found
Towns,
out.
you're the official tiebreaker. That's 3 S's and 3 A's.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be an S for me because
You know what? Y'all don't.
after
It's all right.
I played,
Keep y'all
Which
I
one?
funky
played the
little
first
ass.
one. I didn't play Assassin's Creed 2 until after I played Brotherhood.
See,
Gross.
it made me go back. You loved it so much. Like, yeah,
Damn.
let me see what else they got.
Who the hell,
Okay.
who the
After
hell
I played
does that?
Brotherhood,
Keep y'all
I wouldn't
funky
have
little
played
ass.
So,
Don't get your ass.
A for
down.
the protagonist, S for the gameplay. Now, story-wise, is where the shit is gonna take a dip.
C.
This is B or fucking C.
That's a C.
I
that
can't
story
remember
sure
a
shit.
fucking moment besides punching the Pope in the face. Somebody give me a story moment that doesn't involve
The Pope.
the punching the Pope in the face and fighting over the apple eve from Brotherhood. If you can't, this will get doomed to C.
Uh-oh.
For story.
Can't
For
help it.
story.
Can't help
And
it.
then you're gonna average that out, which makes it an A. Bye.
It'll
I can
average out
tell
to
you
an A.
Tell you this, there was a story mission where there's an actor playing Jesus Christ, and then
Oh,
they're
yeah.
actually going to crucify him and not pretend crucify him, and then
Yeah.
you swoop in as SEO and save him. And there's a
I
voice
remember
line in there where you tell him that you're his personal savior, and then you carry him to safety. The first half of that game was literally side quests and fetch missions. And then the second half of that game is where the Borgias show up.
Yeah.
And then you punch the Pope.
Y'all gonna
That
disrespect
sounds like
you.
a C.
Y'all gonna,
No,
Sounds
they're
like
going-
a C
hey,
for
let me
story.
tell you,
Hold on. Y'all about to
Lightning
disrespect
Brown was
Jesus?
talking about it earlier. Like, it is one of my favorites because I do remember having the most fun playing that game. The story was like F. It was fucking It was bad.
I feel like we're giving.
I
it a
remember
little bit
like
too
I remember
much.
it being bad enough that I had to Google like what happened, like what were they,
Wow.
what was
I don't
going
know.
on.
That's
Apparently,
I
people
remember
chalk it up to
some of
because
the out of Animus. I remember some of
Apparently-
the out of Animus.
it was supposed to be a DLC, and then there was like a whole conflict of contract with Kristen Bell and her character, and like
Yeah.
her wanting money, and then there was like
Mhm.
all that going on in the background, so they weren't able to dedicate as much to what they were
Mhm.
trying to do
So
with
they
the story.
killed her off.
That's why they killed her off in that
Yeah.
game.
Mhm.
Like fucking
Mhm.
yeah, there was a lot going on
They
in
made
the
her a
development
traitor.
side, so they were just like, okay, we'll just do like a phone. I mean, because when you look at it, like the recruiting assassins and then sending the recruiting assassins on missions, it's like a phone game. on the
Yes,
actual
it is.
game.
It's very mobile strategy.
Yeah, and it
yeah.
was very much like that was the focus, was like that gameplay and rebuilding the assassins thing, and then the story took a back seat, and then picked up in the second half with the Borgias.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's why all you can remember is punching the Pope, because that's about
I
all that
need a letter
fucking happened.
because the letter you give me will determine how far this may skid.
Listen, as the resident voice of like support for this game, throw that bitch in D and let's move on, dude. The fucking the story was bad. The story
If
was
everyone
real
agrees that the
bad.
story is a D,
Yeah.
this could skid to a B. Overall
It could
game.
be. I'll tell you this. I'll say this. I will say this. As the story was bad. I don't think it was D bad. I think it was C bad, which will make it an A. the story was just shit. Like
Yeah.
they should have flipped the script, put the Borgias in the front and the nonsense in the back.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So I think it's A.
I loved
I
everything
think the
else about
story's
that
the
game,
same.
but the story was bad.
The story's bad. So
I don't remember
I'll
a
tell
single
you-
part of the story. I want to give it.
Altair looks cold there, buddy. Just put him next to Altair. He
I
looks
feel
so
like-
chilly.
Yeah, he could use a friend.
He could use a friend.
Go ahead, Touts. I'll hear the argument. Cursor's still over.
I feel like you're putting too much on it because it was a DLC. It was not a lot to do. It was just like, hey,
Yeah.
here.
So B tier,
Well, but it's
B
some
tier
extra
is
shit
an
for you to
overall
do.
game. B tier for an overall game for a DLC, just off of strength of Ezio alone, seems fair.
Yeah.
Because that's what
Yeah.
this game is. It's off the
fucking-
strength of Ezio.
Carried that shit on his back, dude.
Yeah.
And for real.
Because Revelations might be a shorter discussion because that game was short as fuck.
Yeah, it was very short.
Yeah, it was.
Because
It was
also, it was
It was
also
more
a DLC.
focused. Yeah, it was DLC length. So I do like Ezio a little bit more in Revelations because just
How much was Revelations
off
when it
rip,
came
you
out?
can tell Ezio is tired of this shit.
Tired
Yeah.
as fuck, bro.
The
Like,
entire
I'm tired of
game.
all y'all.
My man's been
Like-
through it, dude.
Like, all
Yeah.
y'all, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Like, you get a tired old Ezio that has more personality than a Brotherhood Ezio. So, A tier protagonist? A tier protagonist? I feel like because you really got like, especially the ending. The ending alone, when he's just like, I pick up the Apple of Eden, I am fucking tired.
Like, I'm gonna go lay
I am
down.
Fucking tired.
I'm gonna go lay down.
I'm gonna go lay down.
He was like
I am an old man now.
Yeah, he's like
Another
a
assassin is gonna have to pick this up,
Like,
Yeah.
stop
and then he
calling
just
me.
put it back.
Yeah, my
put it
sciatic is
back.
acting up, dude. I just gotta.
Like,
gotta go
exactly.
take a
Like, y'all
seat.
need to stop calling me now. For sure.
But you did get the story. So hold on. Protagonist wise, can we agree that old man Ezio's an A?
Yeah.
It's not an S, but it's an A.
Yes.
Gameplay wise, very similar, except for they took out features, so I can't give it an S because they took stuff out. But you did
Yeah.
get the hook blades. Hook blades was cool, but that was it.
It was neat.
So I would say because they took out features, we could call that a B. Because they were good, but then they took it out. Like
Yeah.
anytime you have less features in a sequel, it's not a good
Yeah,
thing.
it's not a good thing. It's bad. That's
You
like,
want to talk
that's-
about games that I don't remember much from? Revelations was.
Yeah,
That
that's
game.
most
I
definitely.
don't
remember
Revelations?
more.
Like, Revelations was not. I did not enjoy Revelations.
I remember more of Revelations than I do of Brotherhood,
Okay.
I remember using the
just
hook
because it
blade.
was so short and it was like to the point. Like, fucking, he was getting invaded by.
Ottomans.
Maybe I don't remember as much as I thought. Yeah, the Ottomans. Yeah. Because I remember, honestly, I remember the intro song from the trailer because the trailer for Revelations fucking slapped. That was it. It was a fucking. I think it was called like "Run" by Woodkid or some shit like that. She was fire. No, but
There's that side.
Can we just throw it in B? I guess.
What,
Yeah,
Revelations?
Was it
I mean,
better than Brotherhood? No. Was
No.
it worse than Assassin's Creed 1? No.
I'd give it a
He's about to get crowded. Except for when we talk about there's two of these specifically I'm dooming to fucking F.
I
I think I know where you're
To
going
hell.
with this.
who you put in first of all,
I
there's no
got
F
one.
here.
I got one that I'm
So
doing.
there's a
I
D.
I don't care about one. There's one
I want
particular I
no,
don't care about.
but trust me, you're gonna
Who's
figure it out
who's
very
going
quickly.
in D? Who's going
All
in
right,
D?
well, I'm putting it in B. It's fine. Anybody opposed? Revelations in B, say aye.
Nah, it's cool.
That's
Alright,
right.
cool. Goes to B. Assassin's Creed 3.
Go and put that in C.
Fuck everything about this game.
Okay.
Fuck everything. Fuck the time period.
Yikes.
Fuck the main
Yes.
character because he's a
Yes.
switch sidey ass bitch.
Ooh,
Connor, fuck him.
Fuck
Story wise, terrible.
Fuck you
Terrible.
too.
Gameplay wise, okay, I'll hear it.
damn.
Climbing through trees was cool. The weather
Look.
system
Yep.
was cool.
Yep.
That's the fuck it.
And that's all I really remember.
we got guns.
I
Fuck
wasn't a
Assassin's Creed.
fan of Assassin's Creed 3, mainly because it's racist. So
Yeah.
I'm good. That shit's racist as fuck. I was like, I can't honestly play this. First of all, this shit is so anti-indigenous and just
Yep.
wildly just what the fuck are we playing?
As an assassin, he was terrible.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
As a
As a
Native
person-
American, he was worse.
As a person, he was worse. Kenway was bad too. I don't know. Nobody can't tell me otherwise.
Kenway was more likable, honestly.
I'm not saying he was better than Connor. He was still bad. And on top of all of that, they had no cultural consultation for this game. Nobody stepped in and put any historical context. They
I
just
shit you
said,
not.
let's do the most bullshit racist shit we can do.
They put
Let's
his
choke the
name,
shit out of this.
his Native American name was put in post. And you can tell because mid-sentence, it would just turn into a robot. It'd be like, they'd be like, oh, welcome home. Insert Native American name here.
Insert.
Fuck off.
Oh shit!
Hey, can we be
Piss.
real about it?
Wow.
Though? Can we be real about it? Like, okay,
Let's be real about it.
we're saying it was anti this and anti that. I'm like, dude, that was the time.
True.
It just sucked.
But it also
We
sucked.
understand it was a time, but goddamn it, shit.
That shit
Hey,
sucked.
so
That
you're
shit
mad
was
about
Exactly.
history? What the?
No.
it was just a bad
Let's-
game.
D is the
It sucks.
Yikes.
I'll give that.
Yikes.
F.
Uh,
Gameplay.
a
B
C?
plus A. Fine.
Okay, I was gonna say C.
No, I like the climbing through the forest. This is the first one that had the weather system in it.
Yeah.
I thought that was fine. He had like the rope dart thing. That was okay. I'd hear B or A.
Okay.
It's fine. Now story, fucked.
And
You fuck.
Yeah, I didn't like how they ended it. I was like, wait, we did all this work for what?
You did all this work to not get acknowledged as a fucking human being. Congratulations, you played yourself. You fucking played yourself. They were
Oh,
just
wow.
like, oh, the fucking brown guy over there just took care of all our problems.
Oh,
brown
shit.
Take his
we're-
shit.
Yeah, we still need you to get the hell up on out of here, man.
Take
Wow.
his land.
Doors that way.
Damn,
Doors
brother.
that
Get out of here, brother.
shit. God
Don't
damn.
let the door hit
We
you
don't
with a
like
good
you.
old switch.
America.
America.
Argue me up. Argue me up.
Can't.
Alrighty.
We can't.
I'm not,
Argue me.
I'm
I'm
not
not
It sounds like they all
I'm
with you,
not.
brother. I think it sounds like it's anonymous. Or unanimous? Unanimous, wrong word. Unanimous.
That might be the curve for worst Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Well,
Now-
consider the fact that I'm frozen on my screen, I can't see none of y'all.
Yeah, you're frozen as fuck, Clark. I don't know what's happening.
I see
Oh,
all
I'm
of y'all.
frozen?
Everybody's
No, I'm frozen.
No, everybody
I
can
hear
see on my
you.
screen.
Everything
Well,
on my
I
screen.
can hear
The
y'all,
only person
but I
that's
can't see
moving
shit.
is Lupo. Oh, Classic Sam is moving. Nope, she's stopping it.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
fine.
not doing shit.
So Riverside takes everybody's feeds individually, so it's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I like it. Black Flag.
I enjoyed
I
it.
did not like it.
I hate Black Flag.
I hated that
I
one for
can't
real.
stand that game. I cannot
Protagonist.
stand that
We
game.
gotta rate it individually. Protagonist.
You ain't like
You rated all the hell. I don't
you ain't
care.
like
I didn't like that game.
swashbuckling and singing sea shanties and
Nope.
Protagonist.
ship to ship combat and
That was.
Yeah.
This
think
felt
that's
this
what brought
felt
it
like
back.
a locker room game.
So
like-
gameplay wise is a different topic. I'm talking strength of protagonist first, because we have a rubric.
Edward
As much as
Kenway.
everybody would like to shit on this.
Yeah.
don't
Edward
mind
Kenway
him.
from Wales. I think he's S for me, man. I fucking love Kenway.
I like
I
them.
think Kenway's cool as shit.
That's really high. I would say A. I
I'm
don't
an A.
think there are other Assassin's Creed protagonists that I like way more.
I'm back.
He's not bad. He's not bad, but he's not.
It's not great.
He doesn't deserve to stand next to Ezio.
You don't think so? Or I feel like he had like a similar development. As
He did, because he was a pirate before he was an assassin, but then he was an assassin just because he kind of got roped into it, and he was
He
like,
never was. You just weren't. Like the
Well,
game is called
well, yeah,
Assassin's
technically
Creed.
he wasn't.
You meet
Well,
assassins, they tell you about the creed, and he's like, that shit sounds lame as fuck. I'm gonna go steal shit.
that was true.
Thanks
he
for
was the
suit,
first
though,
one.
and this neat little blade on my wrist. But yeah, fuck what you guys are talking about, man. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
That's fair.
Goddamn.
He knew what he was about the entire time, and then he changed by the end because all of his friends were fucking dead. Like
Yeah, they were getting
the
killed. off
humility
pretty
that he
quickly.
learned came from like chasing this dream of like freedom and wealth, and we're good for the rest of our lives. Everyone else died chasing that same dream, and then he's like, "Yeah, I think I'll take that part and then just go home." This shit anymore.
I'll hear it. For me personally, it's an A, because I can't put him up there
For
with
Black
Ezio.
Flag?
Yeah,
tripping.
for main character alone. Main character.
Okay, for main character, I'll give you.
Oh,
I'll
I
give
thought
you.
you was talking about the
Okay.
I was about to say.
Okay.
no.
Okay.
I was about
Child?
to say.
Excuse me. I'm about to say. I know you lying. Like, you about to like
So,
for character,
it-
yes. I'll give you a character. I'll give you S or A. But
So
about to go
main
the fuck
character, main character. Can we all agree that A is fair?
yeah,
A is fair.
Is that the
A
average?
is
Is that the
fair.
average sum of all of our?
A is
decisions?
fair. A is
A
fair.
is fair. Gameplay. I
I
am.
like it.
I am torn.
I like it. I like it. I like
'Cause some of those
Sakura.
some of those ship battles, I really didn't want to do them. I'm
I'll
not
put it
gonna
to you
lie.
like this.
I didn't like it. Lives and dies by it.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey does ship battles better than Black Flag overall.
It's a
Yeah,
hot take.
yeah. I don't disagree. Because I remember in Odyssey having to do a ship battle, and I was like, "This fucking shit again."
Yeah.
And and then I was like, "It's not as bad. It's okay."
Yeah.
Okay.
So gameplay wise, A also for me, because the ship combat wasn't atrocious. It was okay. I did like the ship boarding. I did like the off-boat combat. I did like how you got to use, like, if you found them, you get to use a couple Isu items, like the suit that like reflected bullets and shit. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would say A for me. This is my opinion. You guys can voice yours. I say gameplay A.
I agree.
Gameplay A.
For an Assassin's Creed series, that was it was different.
Yeah, it was
But
different.
that's what I'm saying. Like for gameplay for an Assassin's Creed game, it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game.
Thank you.
It was
Well, this is where we're starting.
it was
This
a ship fighting game. It was a on water. It wasn't an Assassin's Creed game.
This is
Let's
where
be
we
like-
started to do the role play thing.
Yes.
You're role playing a pirate from the fucking East Indies or West Indies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not about
Yeah.
assassins. For
it wasn't
gameplay,
Assassin's Creed.
the focus was definitely more on the ships because
Mhm.
fucking 99% of the map is water.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
so
I think
there
that
was definitely more of a focus on that because shit, like most of the combat against like any enemy in the game is if you're playing
Right.
on Xbox, B to counter, X to kill.
Right.
Period. The end. You're fighting 1,000 fucking people. Here's this big yellow flashing, I'm about to hit you, and you have 10 years to press that button, and then your character would lock them up for 5 seconds, and then if you press X, and any time in that 5 seconds, you insta-kill them, and then sometimes 2 people would attack you at once, and you do like a really flashy dual finisher. That was cool. The fucking
He also had the dual pistols.
He did have the dual pistols,
Yeah.
which was dope as
But
shit.
it
when
still
you could get like
wasn't
the
as-
20
it's still-
rounds, because then you could like bang, 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 like pull pistols out.
Yeah,
Oh,
was
yeah,
sick.
that was
It
ridiculous.
still wasn't an Assassin's Creed game. Like
That
it's
shit
me-
was sick.
It was
sword-
fun. It was
the
a great game, but
the,
it
like,
wasn't
sword
Assassin's Creed.
combat was way too fucking easy and simple. I hated
Mhm.
I hated
Yeah.
it for that reason. I didn't hate it because it was like frustrating to play. I hated it because it was boring.
It was way to counter. It was way to counter.
Yeah, and the ship combat for me was fucking dope as fuck. I loved it. Like the 4 legendary ships in the corners were fucking sweet and memorable. Like, and they also like had some funny moments because you'd have like those random squalls just pop up in the middle of the ocean. I had one of those appear on one of those legendary ships and just split it in half, and I just insta cleared the fight. But I really enjoyed the ship-to-ship combat. I thought that shit was cool as fuck. But I think the rest of the
Is it good enough to
gameplay
be an
combat-
S for you?
No. I think
Hell no.
A is fair, and then A for me because of how much the rest of the gameplay suffered because of how much focus went into the ships and the ship.
Now, what's going to determine the average is how low the skill gets, because I know Sam is waiting to doom this to hell.
This is not. I hate Assassin's Creed. I hate Black Flag. It's not an Assassin's Creed game. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. It's a good game, but you are calling it Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and as much as it's a good game, it's 90% on the water, like you said. There's nothing about the story other than Kenway being in it, being in Assassin's Creed. The freaking, like you said, the simplicity of the sort, everything about the game screamed not Assassin's Creed. That alone puts it D for me. I cannot stand this game calling itself Assassin's Creed. They could have called it anything freaking else. They could have made a fully separate game.
Thieves on a boat.
Okay.
They did. It sucked.
Right. They could have just taken. They could have taken Assassin's Creed. They could have taken Black Flag and made it its own thing. It did not need to be an Assassin's
it's called
Creed.
Skull. Yeah, it's called Skull and Bones.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't called Skull. Skull and Bones was Skull and Bones bullshit. Okay, that was bullshit. Okay.
So,
but if you want to call this an Assassin's Creed and ranking it as an Assassin's Creed, it's a C or D at best. C because Kenway's in it and it's a good character development. I love the character. Everything else, the gameplay, the story, not Assassin's Creed. It's a C or a D. Don't care what nobody else says. That game is bullshit.
okay.
Whoops, she
So
said
this-
it did right, ladies and gentlemen.
God damn. We're gonna have to shorten these a little bit to get through this. So, Black Flag BC, B or C?
Man, if you'll push that down further. I did not like Black Flag, so I have no way to save it at all.
So there's 2 people that absolutely hate it. I am indifferent on it, but it's not one of my favorites at all. So I would give it, like if I had to choose what category this goes in, it goes B. Chance, I'm guessing you would say A.
No, I mean it's fair what Sam said. Like if this list is comparing Assassin's Creeds, this was a pirate game. This wasn't an Assassin's Creed game. Also, the out of animus parts of this game were fucking dumb. And
Oh my god, yes.
They would take all the momentum of the story and bring that shit to a screeching fucking halt. Every time it popped me out of the fucking animus, I was like, oh my god. Would literally like as fast as I could get through it so I could get back to the pirate shit. I didn't care at all. So I think C is a good score for it.
For the next one, I'm gonna do this to save time. If you want to argue it, I'll hear it, but who gives a fuck?
That's fine. That's fine. That's
It's a
fine.
worse version of a game that you gave a C.
If there was
I
an
agree.
If there was an F
Exactly.
on there, Rogue would be F. I hate Rogue. Rogue is
How
stupid.
fast he just who gives a shit. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rogue can kiss my whole
moving
entire.
Unity might just be as quick. Because the parkour was amazing.
The best.
Arno was the most forgettable assassin ever, so protagonist-wise, not good. The parkour was incredible. The time period was okay, but the game was a buggy fucking mess and it barely worked.
Yeah.
We're talking
But
about Unity,
over
right?
time, it got better. Yes, we're talking about Unity. Over time, it did get better because
I quit.
it did get better over time.
Unity
But I will say,
quit.
Unity made you quit.
Unity made me quit. I stopped playing for a long time. Go ahead. We'll get
So main characters D, gameplay I would go as high as an A just because
Yes,
the parkour
agreed.
is really good, and the story was
A
forgettable.
B. What? Oh my god! It was the sweetest, most adorable, most romantic thing ever. Are you serious?
There was romance.
Shut
Romeo
up.
and
No way.
Juliet.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
I'm surprised
And
I
then,
remember
and then it was
Arno's name.
so Romeo, and then she died. Are you serious? And then he carried her body out.
Yo, who was this, bro?
I can't stand you.
Oh my god.
Yo, deadass. I was joking at first. I don't remember.
I think her name. What was her name? Elise.
I hate yes.
Yeah, that was it. Elise. Yeah,
Her name was Elise.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Elise.
You know what? I don't
Yo,
like
what she
y'all.
look like?
Damn.
I don't like
See,
y'all.
anybody
See.
want to argue?
I was about to
Low
say, I
C,
didn't know there was
almost C.
ladies in the game. That's what you
Low,
should say.
low C, almost D. Agreed.
Get that thing a D. You ain't got no memory.
Shut up. Leave my.
Parkour was good. Parkour
No,
was really
it's a,
good.
I'll stay with a C, even though it should be a B. But
Oh,
I'll
hell
give you the C.
no.
I'll give you the
It
C.
can't hang with.
I'll
it
give
can't
you the
hang with
C.
those.
I'll give you the C. But it is not no D. Do not put
No.
Unity in D. I will fight you. I will come to
Syndicate?
your house.
Damn,
All right.
Except you did.
Damn.
Syndicate is,
E for everyone.
like I said,
E for
Unity
everyone.
made me
Okay.
quit
For everyone.
from Syndicate. I didn't play Syndicate. I didn't play.
I did not
I
play
play
Syndicate.
Syndicate.
I didn't.
I didn't play.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
even
felt
play
Syndicate
Mirage
is
after
one
that.
of
or any of that.
2 Assassin's Creed games that I never finished. It's one of 2. Mirage
Really?
was the other one.
Yeah, I didn't finish Mirage either. That shit in there.
But Syndicate? Characters wise, what was it? Jacob and Evie Fry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember their names, so they were impactful enough for me to remember.
I wasn't. I saw it. I didn't play it. So I can't. I don't. I
Hold on.
don't have any.
Let me pull the room. Who finished Syndicate?
Wow.
Boom.
Damn.
No, yeah. Done.
Damn.
Next.
I never played it. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at it. I saw it. My friend was playing it. I was like, that looks stupid. I'm not playing it.
Origins.
Who finished
Character.
Origins? Who finished Origins?
Me. Me.
Because
Bayek of fucking Siwa is an
reboot?
S tier character.
Bayek is really
Fight
good.
me.
He's a really good character.
Fight
No,
me.
I'm just asking this. Like, wasn't Origin like a hard reboot?
It
It
was.
was a
This is the
hard-
RPG.
This
now.
is the
Okay.
RPG.
This is
now.
full RPG.
So
Yeah.
I like Origins because of the direction they went.
I stayed away
It
from
is-
it. Too.
It was one of those things where a lot of traditional Assassin's Creed people were pissed. They were
Fuck 'em.
so mad. But
Fuck.
Now.
but
Why? Because.
but
Welcome. That's
That's
why.
why.
but the story and the characters with the new RPG system and
So good.
still keeping some of the stealth in there made it really, really good. Do I think it was S tier good? No. A, absolutely.
Nah, it's S tier for me. This is
Well-
S tier for me. This is the hardest S. This is
Yeah,
the second. This is my maybe third favorite Assassin's Creed, but the top 3 are fucking close.
The character. the
Also,
main
it
character
explained
was
what the Assassin's Creed logo actually fucking is.
What is it? A hood?
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
No, it is an eagle skull.
Yeah.
An eagle skull makes that imprint on the ground if you drop it.
Why would you drop an eagle? I mean, it got wings.
The skull! The skull!
Oh,
what?
it's already dead.
Oh.
I'm
He
sorry.
said, why would you drop an eagle?
Come on, we don't. We're running out of time.
My fault. Go ahead. My bad.
Origins is S tier. To me, it gets a fucking S tier rating.
I'm not gonna say S. I'll say A.
All right, let's just go down the line.
I have no
Towns
take.
didn't
I
play
didn't
it.
play it. I didn't play it.
I didn't play it.
Tiff
I
didn't
didn't
play
play
it. King didn't play it.
You know,
Chance.
Didn't
Uh,
play
gameplay, I would give it an A, but
Well, we're just going overall now.
yeah, A. I'd give it an A.
It's
Say
fine.
what?
It's going into A. Out of all the
Okay,
people
I
who
heard.
played it,
Ow.
Also, the DLC for Origins was fucking immaculate.
I did not play the DLC.
You get to go into the underworld. Absolutely incredible. Now, next in line is Odyssey.
Hey,
This is-
S. Don't play with me. S.
S.
Any of y'all don't come for my game.
Which one is this
Don't-
again?
This is with Cassandra and Alexios.
No.
Don't.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Odyssey. The only complaint I
You will
have.
find your house. Okay?
The only
I'm not
complaint
even
I
gonna knock
have.
on your door. I'm gonna knock your door down.
I'm sorry. Don't even do that.
Odyssey was about 20 to 30 hours too long.
Yes.
Is my only complaint. It
It
had
was
a
a
lot
little
of
bit
fat
too
in the
long.
middle.
Yeah.
S tier game.
S
Does
tier.
anybody argue
S
now?
tier.
We don't
S
have
tier
the
game.
time. Dog water. I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
We don't have the time. Dog water game.
Oh,
Dog water.
Tiff.
Dog water. Dog water.
I get y'all don't have the time, but we can extend the time for your guests. We going a little bit over. I don't care. You can edit
Dog
the bullshit out. Dog water what? What you mean dog water? I will,
Okay, Tiff, what do you think? Your decision will keep it in S or drop it down to A.
She ain't played it, bro.
I didn't.
You play.
She ain't played it.
Who else played it?
That's it. People
If
are
it's just
arguing.
us three,
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
just us three, it gets to stay in
the
S.
last whatchamacallit, that I played was Unity.
All
They
right,
killed it
well,
for me.
I guess
It killed it
Well,
for
if
me.
I
it
get
gets to, I guess it gets to stay S.
It's an S.
If I take this game and shoot it out behind the barn and bury it under the floorboards, does it stay in
God
S?
damn.
Or does it go down to like A?
If you feel that strongly about it, it would drop it into A.
No,
let's leave it there.
don't.
But I would be so upset because I love Odyssey. I have
Odyssey
over
was
200
good.
hours in Odyssey.
Hate this
Odyssey was so good, story wise, like gameplay. On top of that, it was better than with the ship fighting than Black Flag, and still allowed for Assassin's Creed level stuff on the water. Stop playing.
I will say, to the one critique I have, besides it being 20 hours too long, this is not an Assassin's Creed game. This is an Odyssey, like a Homer's Odyssey RPG.
Yeah.
I will say this. This is where Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This was where the company was like, we are not going back to the original Assassin's Creed. This
It was
was
just
like
fun. This is fun.
This story was a goodbye to the previous Assassin's Creed. That's what it was. This was.
Well, that's kind of
not
what Origins was.
I mean, Origins was to a little bit, but for me, this Ubisoft in Odyssey was saying, don't expect us to go back. Stop asking us. We are not going back. We give you a little bit of Black Flag in there, but better. Even though Skull and whatever the fuck that shit was bullshit. And this was a goodbye letter. That's what this was, and it was top tier.
I will try to sum this up as quickly as I can. To me, this was a game that if you were to take Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor, rip off all the best parts of that game and slap an Assassin's Creed on it, that's what this game would be. And it was also
You
the
haven't
moment where
convinced me it's bad.
It's also the moment where they've started to implement the Ready Player One mentality of we can run 75% advertisement and fill up the player's vision without inducing seizures. Like you
There
constantly
was the
have,
time skips.
press this button to open up the store, to buy these material things. So you don't have to go farm for materials to upgrade your fucking armor. And because every time you level up, your gear stays the same level. So now you're at level 10, but your gear is still level 2, and you got to upgrade your gear. So you have to go into these caves to get iron and get leather to upgrade your gear, so you can keep up with the other Mystios. Because even though you were underleveled when you were level 1 Mystios, even when you become level like 30 Mystios, the shittiest Mystios is now stronger than you because his gear is better, because you haven't bought materials with real life dollars to upgrade your gear, or go farm for 30 hours, but you don't want to do that, so pay us money. They fucking monetized the ever-living fuck out of this game and did everything they could to make you buy shit in this game.
I give
and
that to
here's
you.
these skins. Look at this horse skin. Look at this new Mystios.
Yeah, you're right.
It was
don't think they want
the
to
most fucking
DoorDash is for
egregious.
scams,
Fucking
baby.
give
Yeah,
us
you're right.
more,
He's
give
not
us
wrong.
more, give
He's
us
not
more, give us
wrong.
more.
He's not wrong.
He's convinced me that it is.
Now
A.
it's A.
It was
Okay,
the
I
most
agree. I
egregious
agree.
shit,
I
and the
agree.
gameplay
If
suffered
it wasn't for the microtransactions
You're right.
and the
You're
time skips
100%
and
right.
everything,
You're 100% right.
I just
Okay.
ignored
the
him.
game.
Nah, dude.
I
I
did
was
too.
I was like an
I'll give
hour
it
into
you-
the
okay.
game, and I was like, this is pissing me off. Like it.
Okay.
I never finished that game. It made me that mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give it to you. I
I
give it to
didn't
you.
Valhalla.
finish. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying, yeah, I didn't finish it because I got soft locked into like a
Yeah.
place where I couldn't beat it. It's like the two Missios showed up out of nowhere. I'm chasing the king, and like they're just jumping my ass. Well, shit.
All you had to do was pull
Skill
that
issue.
debit. All you had to do was pull that debit card out, Towns, and you'd
Yeah.
Skill issue.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh wow. Okay. Look, I'll
fine.
I'll
You
say
take your
A.
shot.
I'll say A. I can
That's
say
fine. Valhalla.
Then play.
I almost hate this, but it's not bad enough
It's
to
not
be
bad.
down in D. But
It's
it
not
is
bad, but it's not great.
a low fucking C.
It's not an
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed.
I agree. It's not Assassin's Creed.
I
It's
played
a
that
sick-
game because it was Vikings, and I was watching Vikings at the time when that game came out.
That's
'Cause I was-
right. Yeah, that
After,
game was here.
after Odyssey, I was like, fuck Assassin's Creed. I'm never buying another one. And they're like, hey, Vikings. I'm like, great. Where do I sign? Take my son.
Take my
Here's my
money.
card. Here's my
Take
money.
my money.
It
Here, give
gets
me
so
back my child.
not
I think I should
fun.
have.
Yeah.
The middle
yeah,
part of that game is the longest slog. Like, it's like
Yeah.
they were like, oh yeah, everybody bought these time skips during Odyssey. What if we put a longer middle part in there?
Yeah.
And then
yeah,
just made it even fucking worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mirage.
And it wasn't as.
Sorry.
Then play it.
I played it. I did finish. I do remember. I did finish, and I finished it on stream because I remember streaming it and finishing it and going in stream going, well, that was bullshit. At the end of my stream, I did
Bad.
not like that game. I spent hours online with my chat in my community, and everybody was like, "What is this bullshit?" We talked about everything else while I was playing that game. I hate that game. That game's
It's
stupid.
It's paced terribly. It's
paced
extremely
terribly.
repetitive.
Yes.
The main character Bassam is so fucking unlikable. It's not
Yes.
even funny.
He's not. Yeah.
His assassin mentor is even worse.
Yes.
Um,
They're not nice people. On top
They
of
suck.
all of that, every single, and I get it, they're in the desert. I understand that, but every single place was. It's like they cut and paste everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
so
a D. It's
it's a
D's
D.
here. It belongs
It's a D.
with its friends down there. Now
It's a D.
Shadows. This is the crux of why we're
Oh.
here. Shadows. Protagonist. Dual protagonist. They will get a group grade. Naue is almost unlikable. Almost unlikable.
I hate her.
She is
I've been playing.
close
She's
to not being fucking likable.
She is just like, first of all, in
Her
the beginning,
American voice actor
she's-
is awful.
Yes, the
bad.
voice actor's bad, but also the story, like her dialogue and her script is just. And especially in the beginning, it's like, why are you, girl? Just do the thing. Shut up. Stop whining and bitching and crying. What the
I
hell?
think it would
Like,
sound better in Japanese.
It does. It does.
I
I had to
think it
swap
might,
it.
yeah.
I had to swap it.
Yeah, I think.
So
sucks.
Yasuke, on the other hand, is great as a character.
yeah,
he's really
but
good.
he's not an assassin.
But you don't get to play as him for over 10 hours.
Yeah,
But when you do,
Heart attack.
his part of the story is really good. His voice actor in English is incredible. And like the learning about his journey going from slave to samurai was really good.
yeah,
So like if I had to average them out, it would probably be a B just because of how almost unlikable Naue is, but
Yeah.
Yasuke is actually a really good fucking
I haven't
character.
finished it, so I can't say for sure. But I will say right now, for now, it's a B.
Okay. So it's not it's starting off on an okay foot.
Yeah,
Gameplay wise, Now playing as Naoe is really fucking fun. She has all of the best Assassin's features because she's a ninja, and that just works. Those things blend perfectly. So honestly, gameplay-wise, for Naoe is S tier, for Yasuke is a fucking C.
Because
Yasuke is not an assassin. They took a tank and like.
You see,
but like, it's fun in the beginning.
It is.
And then I'm just like, that's it.
you
That's
saw
it.
the what's that movie? I love it when a plan comes together. The A-Team movie,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
and when they blow the tank out the plane,
Yeah.
and how they try to maneuver it by shooting the gun. We're gonna shoot the gun, and it's gonna land us in the. Yeah, that's what they did.
He's almost as graceful as a tank falling out of the sky. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's how he fucking leap of faiths.
Why you got my black ass up here? You know we don't do this
But
type
even-
of shit.
We don't.
This is
understand.
But his character is likable. So like, because compared to Naoe, he is the personality.
Right,
That's not
he's
what
the
we're grading.
personality.
We're grading the gameplay. His
Right.
samurai gameplay is good, not great. And Naoe's is really good. So I think gameplay-wise, it might average out to an A just because I give his gameplay a B or C and I gave hers an S.
Yes.
So we're in agreement there.
Yeah, I think it's A.
So it's B, A, now the hard part, the story. And it's
all over the place. Right now, for me, it's all over the place.
I
Like
would
I
like
said.
to throw a little something in there just for consideration. My missions tab is the most jumbled piece of shit I've ever fucking seen. It makes me want to turn the game off.
Yeah.
At my age, it makes me want to take a nap.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's same. Like my missions tab,
It's
like what?
exhausting.
It's so much. It's all over the place. It's everywhere, and it's never ending. It
Every
never
time I talk to
stops.
somebody, a new one pops up,
And
and
it's
then
like-
that one has 5 fucking circles around it, and I'm just like, stop.
It's to the
It's
point
too
where
much.
it's to the point where I have stopped talking to NPCs on purpose.
I don't want to.
Because it keeps opening a new mission. I'm like, I didn't let me accept it. Please just don't give it to me. Like,
So-
it's too much.
So story-wise, C at best. It's
Yeah.
not awful because it kind of has like this Tarantino-esque revenge story. The side content is actually better than the main content because learning about Naoe's optional missions where you learn about her childhood, learning how to be a ninja is really good. Yasuke learning how to be a samurai, his whole backstory arc is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
But honest, which is story, but you can play the whole game and not do that.
Yeah.
You don't have to do those. So
I think right now, because I haven't finished it, it's a B.
You know what the ironic thing is?
C. What is it?
There's probably going to be viewers out there that are going to be like, you guys would say that Yasuke's story is the best part of it.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Here it comes.
I just thought about it. Like, it was just like,
His
Yeah.
story.
We know who
His
they are.
story is
Yeah.
better just because it's written better because he's a lot more likable character than Naoe is.
Yeah.
And it's better because you get Nobunaga's story, you get his story, you get some backstory about the Portuguese. Like, it's good.
Also,
It's legitimately good. It's more Assassin's Creedy than anything in this
Yeah.
fucking game.
and they pull from reality. There's that.
it's shit that happened.
They pull from reality, whereas Naoe is fully fictional.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a video game, so I can't fault that. I
Yeah.
think Assassin's Creed Shadows
A B.
is
Agreed.
is B tier. It is
Yeah.
firm B. It's not B plus, B minus, firm
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
Across the
Agreed.
board. Give it a B.
Still mad that Unity is a C, but whatever.
All right, that's my time. You okay?
Like, I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, it's okay. I'll take your little C
Not
community
tip
for now.
Lady,
You know.
There's a baby there.
Okay, so you say hi to these people.
Hi, baby.
Hey.
I think she didn't hear you. You supposed to say, "What's say hi to these niggas?"
There we go. So, this is Assassin's Creed right here, as you see it. Assassin's
Yes.
Creed, that's all of them. Assassin's Creed Shadows, probably the one everybody's waiting to hear about. It's fine. On this
It's all
scale, it's above average. It's good. It's all right.
Man, just do yourself a favor and go back and play Assassin's Creed 2.
Fair. Yeah, that's what we learned.
Yeah.
Play Assassin's Creed 2,
Assassin's Creed 2.
then play Origins, then play Odyssey,
Large
then the
and
rest
At
of
least I
them
know where to start
are
at. At least I know
considerable.
where to start. At least I know where to start.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
start
There
at
you
2,
Because one, I
play
hated it.
play Origins.
I hated
Play,
one.
yeah. So, this is what we have learned.